Calling all middle school and high school staff. We know you'll be excited about this video. We'll be taking a high-level look at the DESSA Student Self-Report, or the SSR for short. Not using the Student Self-Report option with your students but curious to learn more? Reach out to your Aperture Education contact for more information about this assessment option for your school or program. So, what are the Student Self-Report or SSR assessments? The SSR are student self-report measures for students from grades 6 through 12 that give students a voice in the development of their social and emotional competence. You may be thinking, what is student voice and why does it matter? Well, according to the Collaborative for Academic, Social, and Emotional Learning, or CASEL, student voice is the practice of integrating students' perspectives into education practices, which may include decisions that impact the day-to-day life of the school, equitable learning practices, or SEL implementation. It also includes giving students agency through authentic opportunities to act as leaders, problem solvers, and decision makers toward the goal of getting students to believe that active participation in their education matters. At Aperture, we are committed to meeting our users where they are and building inclusive products that fit their needs. That's why when creating the Middle School Student Self-Report, we formed our Youth Advisory Board, a group of diverse students who test and provide feedback at every stage of product development. Engaging with these students means we are better equipped to understand their needs and expectations and to develop features that are relevant, user-friendly, and aligned to their preferences. If you're interested in reading more about student agency, be sure to check out the white paper, Seen and Heard, Benefits of Incorporating Student Voice, Choice, and SEL into the Academic Framework. You can search for this resource in the support portal. Let's get back to the details. There are two versions of the SSR, one for middle school students, grades 6 through 8, and one for high school students, grades 9 through 12. Like the other DESSA assessments, the SSR is a nationally standardized, norm-referenced, strength-based behavior rating scale. Students have the option to complete their SSR in several different languages, and it takes less than 7 minutes to complete. Wondering what kind of questions are on the SSR? The questions are similar to the educator-completed DESSA. They ask students to consider how frequently they use specific SEL skills. The questions are adjusted to be appropriate for self-reporting and for middle school and high school students. Here's a few examples. I can recognize my strengths, and I can recognize how others are feeling. Students access and complete their SSR assessment through their individual student portal account. The student portal is separate from the Aperture system, which is for educators. After completing the self-report, students see their results immediately, including their top skills, and can explore other areas for growth. Another feature of the student portal that make the results meaningful for your students include SEL challenges that use a dynamic point system and badges designed to make learning fun and engaging for all of your game enthusiasts. Let's see this in action. For example, a student might learn that optimistic thinking is an area of strength for them based on their SSR results. They also notice that self-awareness is an area where they can grow. The student can better understand what these skill areas look like and can choose SEL challenges to build on their optimistic thinking strengths. Completing the SEL challenges not only improves social and emotional ability, but also imparts a sense of pride and accomplishment, leaving students motivated to stay the course. Another student portal highlight is that they can also set, track, and monitor their own progress with support from their educator while working on self-directed SMART goals. These categories include topics such as academics, healthy habits, extracurricular activities, and more. As an educator, you have the opportunity to help support your students' social and emotional development using the SSR. The student portal is integrated with the Aperture system, so you can see your students' results and progress using your Aperture system login. You're able to share comments directly with students that they'll access through their student portal. As you can see with the SSR, we have made it super easy and efficient to use data to help students develop their social and emotional skills. So, what does it look like to use the SSR in your school or program? Schools determine how best to collect SSR data by creating a plan based on their unique scheduling options and learning environments. Educators are usually assigned a roster of students to support in completing the SSR, such as a homeroom or advisory class. Schools usually designate 2 to 3 rating windows throughout the school year for students to complete the SSR. These details are usually determined by their school leaders. To prepare for students to complete the SSR, the first step is to get students into their student portals. Students will likely need support from their teachers and school staff to do this. Educators with students rostered to them are responsible for supporting students with accessing their student portal and completing the SSR ratings. Just like our other assessments, after students complete the SSR, educators and school data teams should designate time to review and integrate the data into their student support practices. Reviewing and integrating the data might look different for you depending on your role. For district leaders, you may use the data to inform your overall district SEL planning. For school leaders and administrators, you'll gain valuable information about your student population, and you can use the results to make decisions about what resources and supports your students might need. Finally, as an educator, you'll get to know your students' strengths and needs on a detailed level. You can provide data-driven instruction and interventions using the resources available within the Aperture system. With multiple rating windows throughout the school year, you'll be able to progress monitor and support their growth all year long. Thank you for watching this video. If you need help or have questions, visit the support portal using the Help and Support question mark at the top right of your Aperture system dashboard.